Hey y'all, it's Caitlyn. So I just got back from my comic shop, local comic shop. I did not film this time because I was asking about something else. Next time I go in, I might ask them if I can. But I want to show this that I got at Target first. So McFarlane has been making these little figure packs with the comics lately. I've been seeing them at like Walmart. Again, this one came from Target for like $10. So it's, I want to say this is an exclusive cover art. I could be wrong. Along with a little bitty figure. And I could not pass this one up. This one was Thomas Wayne Batman. So this is super sick. And it comes, mine's still taped up, but it just comes in like this clamshell packaging, so you could easily pop this comic out here, pop the figure out here. You know, it says it's for 6 up. If you want your kids to get into comics, this is a really fun way to do it. I wouldn't say Flashpoint is for a child 6 years old, but the actual toy is. But this is a cool way to do it. But I just love Thomas Wayne Batman. I love Flashpoints, so the Thomas and Martha Wayne from that series is 2 of my favorite DC characters ever. Probably won't take it out of the box. I'll probably just hang it like this. But yeah, I was very happy. So absolutely love this, and it shows the moment where Flash is trying to get his powers back on the cover. So this is really cool. Some people don't love Flashpoint, and that's fine, to each their own. I absolutely adore it. So very, very happy. So at the comic shop, first off, I only bought one comic. I just briefly went through the Wonder Woman stuff, and I found the Pride cover that I didn't have yet. So this has got Wonder Woman and all of the important, I guess, Amazons on it. So you have Nubia here, you have Artemis, you have Yara, there we go, and Hippolyta, and of course Diana with the inclusion flag. So that is really, really cool. So I keep telling myself every year that I'm gonna get all the Pride covers from DC. I still have not yet. And then I finally got, I've been wanting this for a while, I just never really pulled the trigger on it, but it was in their clearance section for 50% off, so I figure if this is the time to get it, it's going to be now. So this is the Bloody Batman pin from the Deceased box from GameStop for several years ago. So let's go ahead, grab this out of the box, because I might actually put this on my pin board. And I want to know, like, again, this came from the Black Friday box a couple years ago. I want to know, did anyone's GameStop ever put those boxes on, like, actual clearance? Because my local GameStop didn't really get any, or if they did, they got so few that it sold out. I went to the one in Paragould, which is like a 30-minute drive from me. Went to there around Black Friday of this past year, so that box was already a year old at that point. And it was on the clearance table, and I was like, oh cool, I'll pick one up. And I looked at the price. They literally just knocked 2 pennies off the price and called it clearance. No. So I'm just curious, did anyone ever actually get a clearance price on that thing? Because I did not. But anyway, if you've never seen these pop pins, they're in the stupid box that has like this fake velvet stuff on it that makes it try to look better than what it is. But, like, it's a good quality pin. I just don't understand the fake velvet stuff. But all the pop pins come with a kickstand on the back with the Freddy Funko crown on it, so you can just prop it up like this. Do I have any? I think I have the Wonder Woman. Yeah, the Wonder Woman pins are out of box. But all the rest of them are in box. This one, again, I might actually hang up on the pin board. So this is the Deceased one, where he's like all zombie and he's got the blood on. They had the regular one too, but obviously I want the bloody one. It's got 3 pin backs to hang it because it is heavy. So here's something I didn't know. You actually can't put this on a board very securely. It's being held in by 1 pin instead of all 3. Why? Because the hinge for the stand is nearly even with the pin itself, so it can't lay flush against a pin board. Why? So I guess I will be putting this on the kickstand after all. But then the coolest thing I found, to me anyway, was this cute posket figure of Sailor Uranus. So I got a Sailor Moon cute posket from the Luau in the Christmas swap box a couple years ago. Thank you, Luau. And I've been looking for the rest of the Outer Scouts since then, and I keep taking them in and out of my cart on several things, and then when I saw it in person finally, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to get it. So I want the Uranus one, the Neptune, and the Pluto one. But I wish they had Neptune as well, but they did. They had Venus, but I didn't really care about Venus. And this is the A version. So Cute Posket does this stupid thing where they make 2 variants of each figure that they make, an A and a B version, where it's just a very slight color difference. And I don't think one is more rare than the other one. I could be wrong about that. But let's go ahead, put it together. I don't know if you count this as a statue or not, but if it is, this is the first statue I bought in a long time. I didn't buy any statues last year. I think that's all of it. And you do have to assemble it. Alright, so the base, very, very plain, just has white with some etching around it with Cute Posket in the middle. Then you have her body, then you have her head. I never did do a rant video on Sailor Moon. I'm still debating on doing it. Someone, I think it was Jay Lee, said in the comments, like, you're gonna have to talk about Uranus and Neptune. I'm like, don't worry. If I end up doing it, that's gonna be one of the main talking points. Yeah, I'm looking at it first, okay? I don't care. This is so cool. Cute Posket does a lot of like anime figures. They've done a few superhero, like Marvel stuff. And some DC. I have a Wonder Woman one that's Cute Posket. Got Harry Potter, I think, but they mainly do anime. This is just so pretty. I love it so much. But yeah, for those who don't know, in the original Sailor Moon, in the English version. So one thing you have to know, I really need to do a rant video. One thing you need to know, in Japan, the show was, the target audience for the show was like young teen girls, mainly. So we're talking girls from like 14, 16, something like that, you know? In America, they saw it as, well, it's just a cartoon, so let's make it girls that's, you know, 6. Basically, like, you know, under the age of 10. So they had to change a lot of the dialogue for some of it. If you watch it with the actual subtitles, you'll see a few curse words and stuff used. But one thing that they did, Uranus and Neptune were meant to be a lesbian couple. In the English version, because, you know, lesbians are traumatizing to children, apparently, and so are drag queens. So fucking stupid. They made them cousins instead, so the show didn't take place in Alabama, but it could have. According to that. It was just so creepy that they were better with, like, innuendo incest than lesbian couple. It's just fascinating to me. Because watching it, like, they tried to do the dialogue and stuff, but they could manipulate the dialogue, but they couldn't manipulate the actual footage, right? And so a lot of the more, like, flirty scenes between the two, like, how else are you supposed to interpret that? It's so stupid. But that's only the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the dubbers of Sailor Moon. Sailor Moon's an amazing series. Whether you're watching the original one, the Sailor Moon Crystal, reading the manga, it's an amazing series. But some of the people that were in charge of the English dub just I don't like that. But I love this. The Outer Scouts are my favorite. Outer Senshi, whatever you want to call them, are my favorite. So yeah, I really need to find Neptune to go with her. But this is absolutely amazing. But yeah, this is what I picked up at my comic shop today. I need to go back to my comic shop more often. Problem is I keep wanting to spend money when I go in there. But one of these days I need to go and just ask if I can do like a full tour. because they have an eBay and a Mercari shop too. I'll link them in the description box below, their Instagram, because if you go into their link tree, it has links to their eBay and Mercari, as well as their actual store website. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, like always, it's a community, not a competition, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.